I was in a conversation with someone the other day who's a musician, experienced. He had a low-end harmonica and wanted a slider. And I told him, putting a slider on that harmonica would be like putting a Ferrari engine in a Yugo. He understood immediately what I was saying. He goes, well, what do you think we should do? And I shared with him a view I have, which is probably prejudicial in some ways, although it's also true that I've probably played and had here every major harp on the market, from the Pissardos to all the Suzukis, including fabulous 12 and 16, Suzuki Sirius, Suzuki SCX, Seidel Symphony, King harmonicas, Swan harmonicas, E-stop harmonicas. And what I said to him was, you know, what I suggest is that you buy a Suzuki SCX and customize it. Now let's just say this. It just came in. I wanted to share with you why I said that and what I'm going to do to it, which you can do too by following these videos. I think for the money, the Suzuki SCX Chromatic 16-holer is probably the best choice to make a pro-quality harp at low dollar. Is it professional quality out of the box from manufacturer? No, it's not. But we can get it there pretty quick. Anyhow, I think he got this one on Amazon. Of course, the new Chromatix says V2, which is the most modern interpretation of the instrument. I'm going to clean this anyway, so let me just try something. Let me come real close to you. Do you hear how it's leaking air? When you got a leaky harp, the beginning of every draw and every blow note is leaking air. Injures the tone, makes it harder to play, less fun to play, and less control of vibrato. We have to make this harp dead airtight. Two things need to be done to this harmonica. By the way, he got a slider, but that's a whole other topic. I'm just talking with you about the Suzuki SCX. In order to make this harp airtight, we have to address the fact that the mouthpiece, it's a two-piece mouthpiece. It has the mouthpiece, it has the slide, then the comb, two-piece mouthpiece. If the fit between the mouthpiece and the slide isn't totally precise, you could lose it there. More likely, and always the case, they haven't sanded the comb on the top face. And after it dries, when it comes out of the mold, it's not flat. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use big stones that I can dress with a diamond dresser to make sure they're absolutely flat. I'm going to use those stones, and I'm going to flatten the top of the comb. That will improve it. But to really get it airtight, I have to lower this mouthpiece into the ABS plastic just a little bit so that that slide is fitting in there perfectly and there's no gaps through which air can escape. And to do that, I will use a lapping compound, and I'll do it by hand. And then it will be a professional harp. So welcome to the journey. And again, I think the Suzuki 16-hole chromatic, you gotta have a 16 in your stable. And there's many songs I want to play, especially classical. You have to have a 16. That's the way it goes. It's a good choice. When it's customized, it is fully a professional harp, and I will say equal in playability and beauty and tone with the Sirius model, the Mare model, and the Fabulous. How about that? But then again, it's just my opinion. Hope you enjoy the series.